Ever feel stuck between a rock and a hard place? Hey everyone, your name, here. Let's face it, life throws curveballs. Maybe your car needs an unexpected repair, or an urgent bill lands in your lap. Suddenly, you find yourself needing cash, and fast. Now, while swiping your plastic is convenient, not all purchases are created equal. Today, we're diving deep into a specific scenario, getting a cash advance on your Capital One credit card. This might seem like a quick solution, but there are some things to consider before you hit the ATM. Is it the right move for you? What are the fees involved? We'll break it all down to help you make an informed decision. So, buckle up, and let's navigate the world of Capital One cash advances. Understanding cash advances, why they're different. First things first, cash advances aren't your typical credit card purchases. When you buy a coffee with your card, you're essentially borrowing money to pay it back later. With a cash advance, you're taking actual physical cash out of your credit line. Here's the key difference. Interest starts accruing immediately on a cash advance, and typically at a higher rate than regular purchases. That means the money you take out starts costing you more right away. On top of that, Capital One, like most issuers, charges a cash advance fee, which is a flat dollar amount tacked onto the total amount you withdraw. So, before you hit the ATM, be sure you understand the interest rate and fee associated with cash advances on your specific Capital One card. You can find this information on your monthly statement or by logging into your online account. Cash advance methods, finding the right ATM. Now, let's say you've decided a cash advance is the way to go. Great! Capital One offers a few ways to access your cash. The most common method is through an ATM. Here's what you'll need. Your Capital One credit card. Your PIN, personal identification number. If you haven't set one up yet, you can usually do so online through your Capital One account. Be prepared. Some ATMs, especially those not in the Capital One or Allpoint networks, may charge an additional fee for using your Capital One card. The ATM screen will typically display any fees before you complete the transaction, so be sure to review them carefully. Once you're at the ATM, follow the on-screen prompts to select cash advance and enter your PIN. The ATM will then guide you through the withdrawal process. Alternative advance options, beyond the ATM. ATMs aren't your only option for a Capital One cash advance. Let's explore a couple of alternatives. Bank branch, head into a branch affiliated with Visa or MasterCard and speak with a teller. You'll typically need your Capital One card and a valid government-issued ID like a driver's license. Again, be sure to ask about any potential fees before completing the transaction. Convenience checks. Some Capital One cards come with convenience checks. Think of these like mini checks drawn on your credit line. You can cash them at a bank or deposit them to your checking account, but be aware of any associated fees and terms of use. The bottom line, weighing the pros and cons. Alright, we've covered the how-tos, but before you rush off, let's talk about the bigger picture. Cash advances can be a helpful tool in a pinch, but they come with significant drawbacks. High costs. Remember, cash advances incur interest immediately and often at a higher rate than regular purchases. Those fees can add up quickly. Debt trap potential. It's easy to fall into a cycle of debt with cash advances. The convenience can be tempting, but the interest rates can make it difficult to pay back the borrowed money. Alternatives to consider. Are there better options? Absolutely. Before resorting to a cash advance, consider these alternatives. Negotiate with bill providers. Many creditors are willing to work out a payment plan if you contact them directly. Explain your situation and see if they can offer a temporary hardship solution. Sell undesired items. Do you have clothes, electronics, or other valuables you no longer need? Selling them online or at a consignment shop can generate quick cash. Explore a personal loan. Personal loans typically offer lower interest rates than cash advances. Shop around for lenders and compare rates before committing.